Doug, what was Monday like for you? Can you just tell us the experience of being in Olympia and what that day was like?
Yeah, no, it was special. It was the first opportunity that I've been in Olympia. I've been to the state buildings, being able to be in that environment and be a part of something. It was special for sure.
And what were you hoping to accomplish just at the hearing? And did someone request that you were there, or how'd that come about?
No, it was more so just I saw an opportunity, and after all the research that we've done over the past few months, thought that it was an opportunity to do something to make a change, to at least put my 2 cents in, and fortunate enough we were able to do that.
What did you try to express in your meeting with the governor?
Just the complexity of the situation, and allowing him to know that we do understand the complexity of it, and that we're not, asking for unrational or irrational thoughts or changes. Basically, the information that's out there, we need more of it, but also I think this is the step that we did make, or the recommendation that we did make, we thought was a step in the right direction.
How were you received? How were you seen? I mean, were you seen as a concerned citizen or as an NFL star?
Well, I stated that as a concerned citizen. I wanted to, obviously there's something that comes with it when I'm there, but I stated that that I'm making my recommendation just as a concerned citizen.
Do you think that was how you were received?
No, because you're asking me about it.
Doug, what perspective on that do you think you have with your family background, your dad being a cop?
Well, the perspective that I tried to relay is that, I know that it's a complex situation. I know that police officers have a very difficult job. They have to make split-second decisions that will impact the communities that they serve, and not only the community they serve, but also their families and their own personal lives. But, that doesn't mean that we're okay with status quo. There's still a lot of work to be done, things that can change, things that will change, that have changed. But you don't rest on those and look at them as that's it. There's a continuous battle, a continuous change, continuous fight that needs to happen.
Have you got any response from officials since then? I mean, anybody in government or anything like that?
From what I understand from the feedback that we got, they did vote to change the statute.
What does that mean? What's the significance of that change?
Honestly, the major part of it is just that it sends a message to the community that law enforcement and the agencies that represent law enforcement, that they're serious about the gravity of their decisions and about the standards that they hold themselves to. And it sends a deep message to the community of just that, and an olive branch, if you will, that they're willing to work with the community. It heals this much needed relationship. As far as being able to prosecute police officers, obviously that's not the intent. We're the only state in the country that has the malice clause. So it's just, it's kind of catching up with the times of removing it. And the police officers there are still protected to the full extent of the law, for use of deadly force in which it is justified under the law.
Doug, why is it so important to you to get outside the box, to go past the threshold a normal athlete does, to be out and put yourself out there?
I don't know. I just, as a human being, I can't help but lend my heart to different situations. And then my father being a police officer, it kind of pulls on some heartstrings, and I don't know. It's bigger than the game of football to me. Football is going to be only for a short period of time, and when I'm done playing, you guys will forget about me, and you'll think about somebody else that comes in and start writing about them and talk about them. But as far as my life and my legacy and what I want to do, as far as leaving a better world for my children and my grandchildren when I leave, this is where I feel like I can make the greatest impact.